Well, an incredible night of athletics last night for day number 2. We're back here on Saturday for day number 3. It was action-packed. There was history, there was falls, there was drama, there was national titles. There was everything you could possibly want out here at Sydney Olympic Park.
Set.
So the first of our men's 400-metre heats is underway, and we can see Matthew Hunt wasting no time to get into his running. So we'll get a good picture of it as they make their way in here. Proudfoot fighting on strongly. In front of Hunt is Collins. You have to be in the top 2 to make this final automatically. And it's Matthew Hunt who leads from Proudfoot, a slight stagger step. Now Collins sees his opportunity, gets into the second spot, but Hunt switched off 52.26.
Set.
So the last time around here to find themselves in a national final, and we're going to watch closely on Connor Fry and Ash Maloney. And Ash Maloney just goes to find his stride, a little proppy over the second last, needs to get clean over, and he is. So Ash Maloney's away from this field. He's chasing a time here as well, just over 50 seconds. A lifetime best for Ash Maloney in the heats.
Set.
So the first of 3 here for the women's 400-metre hurdle. Sarah Carley was a little slow out of the box, but quickly there to hurdle number 1. So battle now begins between Johnson there, or Douglas and Guthrie, I should say. They're in that second spot together, but Sarah Carley is clean. She's been working on this flat speed all year long, and we're seeing it here now. Guthrie's just in front there of Douglas for that second spot. Tightening up though, but will hold on.
Set.
So quickly away here, heat number 2, we are looking at Alana Jukic. She's the fastest in this field, though. Elgin outside, the Queenslander, here at the national titles, and she's doing just that with 100 metres to go. So Alana Jukic is in front, moving through well as the French woman as well. Villay in that second spot. Wide there moving is Anglin Palmer, the Victorian, also wants to get into that second spot. But Alana Jukic has it. Villay, the French woman, is in second. That's going to be the 1-2.
Set.
Great start across the field there. Talaya Blacksmith, she was so close to that national record in the heats. Can she do it now in the finals? Have a look at Rhiannon Clark on the inside of the track as well. But Talaya Blacksmith will look at the clock. 12.33, just outside, but first to the line. Rhiannon Clark so strong.
Set.
Good start there. It looked like Chad got the best of it. Page now with him. Mawaba as well. Mueller's so strong in the heat, showing that again here now. But Chad trying to go and get after Jaden Page. Page has got it. 11.05.
So Zara Hagan in lane 4 and Georgia Harris in 5 and Olivia Hastings in 6.
Set.
Good start. Hagan beat Harris out and Hastings is behind them early, and now Harris goes up to Hagan and takes the lead, and Olivia Hastings has got work to do, but Georgia Harris is away. It's Harris, Hagan and Hastings, and they're inside 11.50.
Set.
Away they go. So Mannix-Power beaten out clearly there by Matzer and Dodds. Dodds leading at halfway, starting to wind up now Mannix-Power, and going strongly is Riley Day, but Mannix-Power gets there. I reckon Day might have got second from Matzer, and then Dodds. It got really squeezy for second, third and fourth at the end.
Set.
Away, Lane got out fast, Hanlon's not far behind her, and then Boyne up there early and Howes, Lane clearly in front. Can Hanlon reel her in? Not quite for the moment. Lane and Hanlon, they go through. They were both impressive. The men now, and here's the lineup with Lachlan Kennedy in lane number 5. Away, got a good start. Yus was with him early, and then Despard. Kennedy's away. Does he run it all the way through to the line again tonight? He looks to be flying away, and again he's run oh so well. That is a great run. Off they go. As a party got out well. Outside of him, Gordon and Milverton inside of him. Vizzle up there early. As a party, a clear leader. Looks around, switches off. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Looks good, Josh. Browning 4 from the left. Away, he got out well, Browning. He just leads Bond early. Cabba got away well. Browning clearly in front. Bond will try and get to him. Rowan running oh so well here. That's a very good run. He's getting quicker and quicker as the season goes on.
Certainly is. We start with our men's discus final. So no Matt Deddy, enter Darcy Miller, chasing his first national title. Now, he was a bronze medalist in 2025, so he was keen to upgrade, and upgrade he did. He takes out his first senior title, 57.14 metres ahead of the rest of the field. Great camaraderie for our men's discus as Matt Denny chases his own world record over in Ramona.
I thought Caldwell was really impeded also in that race yesterday. And the emotion of that will have taken its toll. So it's going to be interesting to see how the athletes here who were involved in that 1,500 metres react. And it looks good at the moment. You can see Caldwell looking like she does not want a slow pace. She wants to stay out of trouble here. I think they save everything for the final tomorrow. They'd be a little fatigued after the drama that took place last night and then trying to sleep after a 1,500 metre national final. So they'll just be wanting to get the job done. You can see Sarah Billings looking to her left and right, and they've just got to make sure that they do control the race to the finish line.
So the first two will go through automatically, and after that it gets down to the time. So they cruise through. They do it 2:06.5
On your mark.
over the last 24 hours. So we know just how good she is here. So again, there are two women that stand out, Tams, and Claudia and Jayla are clearly the favourites. Jayla in the form of her life, on her shoulder, and then Rosa hanging on, and now they get away from Jess McManus, but nobody really has been able to pass Hollingsworth this season. She was the silver medalist in the World Under-20s a couple of years ago, semi-finalist at the Olympics and World Championships, and she's been the form runner in Australia. She's the 1,500 metre champion, and that's a lot quicker. That's so much quicker, 2:03. Pete Bowl. 4 from the top of screen in the first of the heats for the men's 800 metres. He started the season in spectacular fashion in Perth, where he ran 1:43.89. It was wow factor, wasn't it?
To do it from a slow pace, fast pace, and he's looking wonderful here with 100 metres to go.
He's going to want to feel good after this, isn't he? He has a look around because he hasn't raced for a little while, and you can see the difference here. So the battle for second and third, and Mason Cohen at the moment's hanging on. Here's Pete as he goes over the line, and oh boy, there's something about this track, isn't there, up the straight? So Peyton's fastest time this year is 1:46.62, and Bob Abrahman's fastest time is much quicker. It's 2.5 seconds faster. Does he run up alongside Bob and have a little tester here? Let's see. Bob looks across. Peyton's very focused here. Bob's looking back. Then Peyton has a look back. Now he's got to be careful here because Emma Carter's coming hard. Peyton, you've got to have a look. Oh boy, there you go. That's a really novice mistake. Now Bob tried to say to Peyton, be careful here, mate, because Douglas is coming, and Douglas not only came, he's tipped Peyton out.
Field at that. Here is Brandon Stark. The first time we've seen him this year, the 5-time champion, up and over 2:12. Now, that was on his second attempt for Brandon Stark. This is important when we get towards the countback. Roman Anastasios, he was so impressive. He made that World Championship debut last year. That was his first attempt over the marker. And Yoel Reith, the entertainer, the man from Ballarat, his first attempt at 2:12 was clean. So maybe not quite as high as Roman. They're up over 2:16 now. Only Brandon yet to clear that height.
Mia Gross needs to go out faster if she's going to have any chance of securing this title.
And Mia is 2 from the top in the green, so let's see what happens here. So Mate and Gross are on the outside. She has gone out exactly as you thought. And Ellie's back a bit at the moment. And then Lazoo, Dixon and Bull down the back, Plessinger, O'Brien and Penman.
Mia's doing exactly what she needs to do here. She needs to use that 200 metre speed that she's got over the field and put pressure on them, and she has. She's going through the 200 metres and she is leading this race.
But Ellie's really picked up here, hasn't she? Lazoo just behind her, and now coming into the picture is Dixon. It's a very even race coming into the home straight. Gross has put it on the line, and Ellie Beers almost got up alongside of her, and then Alexia Lazoo behind those, and a gap to Alice Dixon in the straight. Ellie Beer takes a narrow lead over Mia Gross. Alex Dixon's a fair way back, but coming home hard. But Ellie Beer is going to make it 3 consecutive 400 metre titles, 4 in total, and she's absolutely over the moon. Mia Gross put it out hard early, and Lexi Lazoo was behind those. So only Kathy Freeman and Tamza Manu have won more titles at 400 than Ellie Beer.
Set.
Final of the men's 400. So Reynolds in the outside lane, and then next to him Kumaraji, and then Holder. Holder's quickly up to Kumaraji. Van Radigan in the red will be very strong late. You can see Sherman, he's 4 from the right of screen. Watch for him. Holder puts a lot on the line in the first 200.
He does put a lot on the line, but he's going through that first 200 in a super quick pace, but he's been able to finish it off in that heat, so he's got an extra confidence coming into this final.
He's got a massive lead coming into the stretch. Van Redigan and Sherman have got so much to do, and so does Reynolds. The last 80's going to be hard for all of them. Holder leads by a couple of metres over Reynolds. Van Redigan's the danger. Luke's coming at a big rate. It's Reese just in front, hanging on, and he does. He gets home in 45 and 1 over the fast finishing Luke Van Redigan. Those last 50 metres would have been like a very, very sharp set of stairs. So off on their journey, 3,000 metres with the barriers and the famous water jump.
The silver and bronze medals at the moment.
How you get out of that water jump is crucial. A lot going on in the field, Mitch. I know the triple jumper, Nina Kennedy's here tonight. What have you got?
Yes, certainly have. So the men's triple jump, this final is all done and dusted now. Shemaiah James, he's won all of these track classics thus far this year. We know he's been trying to get that long jump lifetime best, but a national gold would have had a nice ring to it to Shem James. 16.08 his best for silver. And Aidan Hinson, the man who's been perennially injured, gets to these major championships and unfortunately hasn't been able to compete at many, now wins this national title at 16.23 metres. You can see Shemaiah James, the first man to go there and congratulate Aidan Hinson. Only his 3rd competition of the year. And speaking of which, the reigning Olympic champion Nina Kennedy is here on the 3/4 run-up. We saw it at Maury Plant. Now, it didn't inhibit her remotely. Enters at 4:32, and she'll continue past 4:32, Nina Kennedy. So what a start for her national championships.
Piece of racing. Caravan Ryan is in wonderful shape, and I look forward to seeing what she can do when she's dropped into a fast field overseas.
Yeah, she had to do it all by herself, hasn't she, in the first sort of metres of the race. So goes through and wins in 9:35.88. It's a really very good performance. It was a dominating performance, and she wins for the 3rd time. So women's final before that. Here's the lineup. Riley Day, so good to see her back. Olivia Matson, Monique Hanlon, Georgia Harris-Chloe, Mannix-Power, Zara Hagen, Ebony Lane, Olivia Rose Inkster, and Jade Johnston-Matrevska.
Set.
Away, Lane got out pretty well. Mannix-Power behind them. Harris right there with Hanlon early, and Day's having a good run. Mannix-Power starts to pick up. Harris in front of the moment. Mannix-Power, Harris!
Ooh.
Harris has won it, I reckon. Georgia Harris gets her first national. It's close. Chloe came hard, but I reckon Georgia has hung on.
It's the 21-year-old, coached by Paul Pierce, Georgia Harris, who had that knee injury that threatened to derail her career in 2020. Had the surgery and his comeback super, super strong.
You do feel as if it's a Lockie's race. He goes from lane number 6. He's got Josh Ezapati on his left and Rowan Browning on his left and Jai Gordon outside. Almost set. Men's 100-metre final. Blue ribbon event. Kennedy 4 from the left.
Set.
Away, got out well. Browning got a good start as a party behind them, and then Gordon. Kennedy clearly in front. Browning's having a really good run. How quick is it for Lockie? It's very, very quick again. It's 9.97. It may come down. It may come down to 9.96. It is spectacular. His first Australian championship. He's a star. And it is 9.96. Chervo, 9.96 again. What a final it was.
Fast, he's such a brave runner, is the 24-year-old from Victoria.
There's Cam Myers, 19 years of age. Can he do the 15.5 double? And how aggressive will he be? We saw he front run the 1500 last night in such spectacular fashion. He had everybody on the edge of their seat as he ran away from Ollie Hoare and Adam Spencer there. But O'Donnell's a natural fast starter and likes to go out early, so let's see what happens. He's the 5th Beetle, Seth, and he's sitting towards the back there on the inside. So Mitch, we're going to come across to you and set up some of the field events that have been going on. Is the women's pole vault going still?
the pole vault continues. It's just Nina Kennedy out there. So we're going to go to the high jump first, though, Bruce. This is the end of the competition. So Brandon Stark was unfortunate. It's the first competition we saw from him this year, but couldn't get over 2:16. So he bowed out of the competition there. It was left to Yoel Reith and Roman Anastasios. And on the last time, Roman, he was the only man left because Yoel could not get over the 2:20. So this was your new national champion. And on his first attempt, Roman put the heat on the field. And he loved it. You could hear the big roars of celebration from the big man of Victoria. He tried his hand at 2:23, improved the competition. He already had the gold, but missed it there. So his first national title for Roman Anastasios. He was a medalist at the World University Games last year. We continue here with our women's javelin. This is Liana Davidson, who really gave Mackenzie Little a run for her money. 58.28 for her. You can hear her in the crowd. That is the backing camera picking up on the audio of Liana Davidson, but you can see Mackenzie Little. This is why she's a two-time World Championship bronze medalist, and that is her 5th national title now in the women's javelin. She continues to grow her legacy both here and internationally. Another title for her. So
picks it up here. They go through at about 12:16. So it's going to be around about that 13:15 pace. So Myers leads O'Donnell and McDonald in the back straight, and runners to pass here. So they go around the outside. Cam, 3:29 last night. It's got to take something out of your legs. Seth will realise he's got a chance here, and Cam looks around at him.
He is looking around, and he's going to have to dig deep on those tired legs, but he's lifting. He's lifting down the back straight, but he hasn't quite dropped Seth O'Donnell yet.
And McDonald's in 3rd place. So it's Myers and O'Donnell and then McDonald. So 1,500 metres and 5,000 metres at 19 years of age. He's away by 4 or 5 metres now from O'Donnell. Into the stretch he comes. Cam Myers, Seth O'Donnell and Morgan McDonald. And yes, he's done it. What a double it is. Incredible in the 1,500 metres. Stretches his way out to 5,000. Gets an historic double. Oh, you pick him. I reckon O'Donnell just beat McDonald for 2nd and 3rd, and then behind those Sharp in 4th placing.